Hi everyone, this is Kassie and these are the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of February 14th to February 20th. And it's Valentine's Day, it's February the 14th, and I want to wish you a fantastic Valentine's Day. I hope you have a great time with the one you love. And I've made a video on how to tap into this day's energy and take advantage of these powerful romantic energies. You can check it out if you want. If you enjoy my videos, subscribe to my channel and you will receive notifications every time there's something new. And I thank you always for your support. Please know it's much appreciated. You can have a personal consultation with me on my live psychic platform www.kassiekai.com, where you can get 3 free minutes with your subscription. If you want to take a look at last week's predictions, please click on the link above. The deck we'll be using today is the Mystic Fairy Tarot, and as the name says, it's one of the fairy tarot decks with vivid colors, lush gardens, and magical creatures that invite you to explore the magic in your life. But let's get on with the predictions. For Aries, we had the Knight of Cups, and this week the Eight of Wands. Things are speeding up even more for you, Aries, and you will really enjoy the ride this week. Last week's Knight of Cups must have set the wheels in motion, but this week, with the card of swiftness, the Eight of Wands, expect that things will get hectic. There will be a lot of communication and a romantic move or a message, and there will be quick thinking, fast responses, but also emotions will be changeable and will fluctuate a lot, changing from one state to another really fast. What this combination of a fire and a water card brings in mind is that it will definitely create some steam in your life. So you will notice that situations in your life, and I'm talking about any kind of situation, personal, professional, family matters, will start to increase in force and strength, and you will be building up momentum, taking action every day, and that will lead to a change that will happen within 8 days, give or take, a change that seems to take you to a more positive direction. It's possible you will make plans about traveling, and that could be unexpected travel, or you will hear news about someone's unexpected departure or arrival. Events that happen between 23rd November and 3rd December may come to an unexpected and surprising conclusion this week, or something that was supposed to happen back then and was postponed or delayed may happen this week eventually. Astrologically, the Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius, and that means you will turn your eyes and attention towards the future. Your thoughts will become bigger, your visions and dreams will become bigger, and the urge to act on those thoughts and dreams will be strong. But because Mercury in Sagittarius is very impulsive and impetuous, make sure that no matter what decision you make, always rely on the facts. Take things with a grain of salt and let the fog clear before making any decisions or commitments, especially when it comes to communications. For Taurus, we had the Ten of Cups, and now it's the Queen of Pentacles. With the Ten of Cups you had last week, there must have been a very joyful meeting with someone who's a member of your family or community, or even a person who's very important to you, and that's the Queen of Pentacles, probably a female, but not necessarily, and that would be a person of an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. As tens represent the end stage of something, and the Queen of Pentacles and Pentacles in general represent the material world, you can expect a positive change with regard to your physical well-being, your home, sexual activity, or job. The Queen of Pentacles will be someone who will remind you where you might have blocks in one of those areas, so she might be someone who will push you in a positive way, and together you will find solutions in order to remove those obstacles. She will help you unstuck if you are feeling stuck. If you are wondering how a situation will progress, this week you will be able to establish a strong foundation to build upon, and you will have help and support from other people, so there will be allies by your side. The person represented by the Queen of Pentacles will offer you help, care, and acceptance, so perhaps someone will spoil you this week and you may receive a nice gift too. If you are wondering how someone feels about you, their feelings are warm and positive, and also their feelings are more stable now, which means that they will be more stable too. Under this energy, expect improvement in any situation and a positive and harmonious outcome. You will receive good news about finances and/or a practical issue that you've been dealing with for a while now, and it appears that this week it will get sorted finally. You will find that it's easier to approach the situation with a down-to-earth and sensible manner, and you will have to be resourceful with what you have and avoid taking risks. Common sense should be your friend this week. For Gemini, we had the Hermit and now it's the High Priestess. You will continue to be in an introspective and maybe a little reserved mood. The High Priestess is a card of mystery and secrets, and this combination would point to spiritual platonic connections. So there might be someone you like, but this person is rather secretive and they're avoiding physical contact, and they may be very hard to read. Since we have two major arcana cards here, they probably point to a relationship that may have karmic undertones. So there might be things that you cannot explain, or you feel a very strong and strange attraction towards someone, and part of you is telling you to walk away, but another part feels unable to do so. So this week you will have to deal with some very intense feelings. However, I don't think you will share your feelings, and in general, emotional exchange is rather blocked, or should I say controlled. There's a strange need for all those involved in this to hide and control their feelings, as both cards are solitary cards, and until answers are found, there can be a physical connection. So perhaps you are dealing with someone who's not physically present, maybe they live in a different city or country, or something happened and you don't meet each other anymore, or you're in a secret relationship. The High Priestess always keeps secrets. This could also be a professional situation. For example, you are offered a position or an opportunity will arise that for one reason or another you won't be able to share openly with others at this stage, and you may need to keep to yourself for a while until things unfold completely. Make sure you don't leave your phone or your laptop unattended this week, because someone may see something they are not supposed to see, so watch out, be extra cautious, especially if you do have secrets that you don't want anyone to know. Your dreams and intuition will be very strong this week, and you may have a prophetic dream or a strong intuitive insight when you least expect it. For Cancer, we had the Seven of Swords and now it's the Page of Wands. There will be a lot of activity this week under the energy of the Seven of Swords that you got last week, and that's an air card, and the Page of Wands is a fire card, and air and fire strengthen each other. The Ace of Wands foretells a new beginning for you, a new idea, something that you wish to bring into reality, but with the Seven of Swords things can be a little confusing, not knowing which direction to go, or rather where to start, what the best course of action would be, or how to talk to another person, what's the best thing to say, and all those things can get a little confusing. You will have many different ideas, but the most important question to ask is which of your options will be most aligned with your current energy. In other words, which is the option that feels right. Someone who's been lazy or inactive or just absent will start making moves this week. Don't expect earth-shattering changes, but you can expect some shifts, some minor changes that can definitely lead to bigger ones. It will be a step-by-step process, and you'll have to take one day at a time. Deal with each day's problems as they come, and don't worry too much about the future. Whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish, it won't happen overnight. The energy of the Page of Wands can make you a little impatient or impulsive, and since it's a card of action, it will push you to act, but try not to do things you will later regret. The Page of Wands is a card traditionally associated with job offers and new beginnings in career, so if you're looking for a job, expect positive news this week, as your skills, experiences, and abilities will be mostly appreciated. The Page of Wands is a message bearer, so you will probably get a positive message, email, or phone call, or there might be an unexpected visit that will make you feel really good. One way or another, there will be fresh energy in your life, and maybe that will be a new person, for instance, a new love interest, someone who's probably younger than you, or has a very youthful energy, or an opportunity that should not be missed. This week favors change, so make sure that you are moving in the direction of change. For Leo, we had the Ace of Swords, and now it's the Hermit. There will be a message or a talk that will bring much clarity, but at the same time, it will get you thinking about the situation or a relationship in your life, and you may feel the need to take a step back and spend some time in reflection and contemplation, because this week you will be asked to find a solution or to make a decision. The Hermit is often a Virgo person that could be either Virgo Sun or Virgo Ascendant, and it's someone that may take some distance this week to figure out what he or she feels and to decide what kind of relationship they want to have with you. Under these energies, I expect that this person is rather reserved when it comes to opening up, and they may be an introvert, or they are just reluctant to go ahead with a deeper connection at the moment. Or they just want to seem aloof for now, because they are not ready to take any responsibility at this stage. If you're wondering how a situation will progress, the presence of the Hermit means there might be a break or very slow progress, because one of the persons involved seems to have other priorities at the moment, or they just need some time for themselves. That's also true for communications. Communications this week will be slower or less frequent, and you may feel a gap in communication or some ups and downs. There are things that have not been said, and very soon you'll have to make a serious conversation with the person you are interested in or your partner, but it can be a professional situation that concerns you, and if that's the case, it seems that you need to give it some more time for things to unfold. If you're dealing with an issue that you don't know how to resolve, this week you'll get guidance and good advice from someone who's more experienced than you, or an older person will come to you with a solution to a problem. You will probably feel more introspective than usual, and you may take some time away from others in order to feel connected to your thoughts. An offer may get you thinking, as there will be many pros and cons to consider, and in around 9 days, a situation will shift drastically and you will be able to see the bigger picture very clearly. For Virgo, we had the Knight of Swords, and this week is the Ten of Cups. The Knight of Swords you got last week is powered by air, and he can be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person who plays a role in your life. But he can also represent communication or a serious talk you had these days, and that will help you manifest a very successful and happy outcome for you. The Ten of Cups shows overwhelming emotions, usually positive emotions, so expect that this week something will happen and you will feel very, very happy, and you will share those positive feelings with people you love, your family, a community, or people you consider as family. This week you may be attending a very positive meeting where you will feel understood and supported. If you're wondering how someone feels, you may be surprised to see that they thought they were right before, but they now admit their mistakes, and you may even get an apology for that. In any case, you will feel very satisfied with yourself this week, and other people will be loving and appreciative, so you will enjoy some very positive energies. If you're wondering how something will progress, it appears that things are heading towards a very positive completion, so your hard work will definitely pay off this week. Things that will be completed this week will somehow influence events that will take place around the middle of March, and if you are planning something for the dates between the 11th and the 20th of March, what you are planning will be very successful and you will be very satisfied with the results you'll be able to produce. The Ten of Cups represents Mars in Pisces, and Mars, the planet of action, does not feel very happy in the watery environment of Pisces. It's best that you go with the flow and take a passive approach to situations. This is a week of enjoying the good vibes, of expressing yourself in positive ways, or sharing positive feelings with others, but it's best that you leave action for later. You may decide to participate in a contest this week, and there's a good chance you'll win, especially if you are the first responder. For Libra, we had the Moon and now it's the Lovers. There will be strong romantic energies this week. Last week you had the Moon, and that's a card of romantic feelings, intense feelings, and now you have the Lovers, which means relationships and matters of the heart will continue to be in your focus. You will find that feelings wane and wax like the phases of the Moon, so there will be some emotional ups and downs or mood swings or even uncertainty when it comes to how someone feels about you. However, with the Lovers card, feeling seems to be positive, romantic, sexual, and quite strong too. Now it appears that there's also a choice to be made, or there are choices available, and those choices could involve another person, for instance. You have to choose between two different lovers, or someone else has to choose between you and another person. But it could also be something instead of someone. You may have to choose between love and career, for example. In any case, this will be a week of decisions and choices. If you have put off making a decision, which could have caused the confusion described by the Moon last week, now one way or another you will be pushed to make the choice. You may even find that someone's on the fence about their feelings. It's not that they don't have feelings, it's just that they are not settled into them, or they haven't come to a definitive conclusion about their feelings. That's why you will probably experience many different energies this week, and you may feel that stability isn't there. You will be trying to figure out which way to go, and that could be in a professional situation too, especially if you have to choose between two different paths. The Lovers is one of the karmic cards in Tarot. That's why there may be events that feel fated, or you may feel an unexplained attraction towards someone or something. Since we can just speculate about concepts like soulmates and past lives, try not to find excuses for the bad behavior of someone, believing that it's predetermined and there's nothing you can do about it. You do have the power within you, and this week you will be asked to use it. For Scorpio, you had the Six of Cups and now it's the Justice. This week will be about doing the right thing to bring balance into your life. With the Six of Cups last week, perhaps you have reconnected with someone from the past, or you reassessed the situation, and since the Six of Cups is a water card, a card of emotions, you must have been sentimental about something and your heart was saying to go for it. However, this week reason takes control. The Justice is a card of logic, and it's about making decisions based on what is right and fair for all people involved. And that means you may decide to put your feelings aside for now and do what logic tells you. You may have to face the consequences of your past decisions this week, and you'll see whether those decisions were for your higher good or not. The Justice symbolizes cause and effect, so what you've done in the previous weeks will produce results this week. If you're wondering how someone feels about you, they are weighing you up, and they may haven't decided yet what to do. However, at this stage, they want to have a harmonious relationship with you. They will not like excessively sentimental reactions, so make sure that you don't overwhelm them by chasing them or giving them too much unneeded attention. You too should strive for balance and symmetry. If you want to know how a situation will progress, it will depend on the seeds you have sown before. So if you have taken action that's wise and positive, you will get positive results. If you acted in a way that compromises your integrity, your self-image, or your self-respect, then the results that you'll get won't be satisfying. It's important to remember that the justice is the card of karma, and that means the universe will balance things. If another person has wronged you, expect that this week they will get what they deserve. The justice is also associated with legal matters, so you can expect that a court case will be decided in your favor. Think of what happened between the 23rd September to 22nd October. Events, connections, communications that happened can give you insight about the current happenings. In 10 to 11 days, expect that a major development will happen, something that will change the dynamics of a situation. For Sagittarius, we had the Five of Swords, and this week it's the Page of Swords. The Five of Swords you got last week is a card of conflicts, while the Page of Swords could be someone who likes to start conflicts, which means that this week you may have to deal with an argument or a difference you have with someone. If you are searching the internet for a date, you may meet someone who likes to play mind games, so be a little cautious when it comes to people you don't know well. Don't trust them unless they prove they're trustworthy. For instance, someone can say something to make you interested in them, and he may be doing that as a game with multiple people, so watch out and give new connections time to develop before you can trust or make plans with someone. You may be surprised to find that someone is spying on you on social media, for instance, wanting to know how you're doing and what you've been up to. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they may be feeling defensive, probably about something that was said in a conversation you had, so you may have to have a conversation with them again to clarify something or to resolve a misunderstanding. This person is analyzing the situation from distance as they feel rather distrustful and cautious. If you're wondering how something will develop, there might be a break or a pause to reassess a situation, and the same applies to communications. There might be a short disruption in communications. Also, if something is in the very early stages of development, try not to force people in situations before you give them some time to fully develop. One thing you should keep in mind is that the energy of this page, and pages in general, is quite strong and enthusiastic, but it's immature too. So this page is holding a sword, but he doesn't know exactly how to use it, which means that you may find yourself in a situation where you'll sense that you don't have the knowledge or experience to deal with, and if that's the case, don't hesitate to ask for advice from someone who's more seasoned and experienced. For Capricorn, we had the Eight of Swords, and now it's the Five of Cups. With the Eight of Swords you had last week, perhaps you have to deal with an obstacle that could be a practical obstacle or circumstances that blocked you from doing what you wanted to do, but maybe it was your own thoughts or the needs and expectations of another person that were holding you back, limiting yourself by your own doubts. No matter what the reason was, this week you will be able to see clearly what is missing and what needs to be done. You will probably find that someone did or didn't do something you expected, and that might throw you in a phase of doubt or disappointment. But it's possible that you will also find that you are focused on the wrong things at the moment, imprisoning yourself in your own mind with what you think is going on around you, which may not be what is really going on. That could be an obsession with what's missing rather than what you've got. If you're wondering how someone feels about you, they are probably having regrets about something that happened or something they did or said, and you may even receive an apology, and they may try to rectify things. The Five of Cups is Mars in Scorpio, and that's a very strong placement for Mars, very sexual, and that means the heat in your sexual life goes up this week. You will feel very sensual, seductive, and some hidden desires or fantasies that were buried in the subconscious mind may now come to the surface, so you will probably understand your needs better too. Also, Scorpio's strong intuition will help you see hidden motives in other people, but also come to a better understanding of your own motives. That's an excellent energy if you want to get down to the root of a problem and resolve it, but watch out, as there might be a tendency to get easily jealous or obsessive. That's a very intense vibe actually, so you need to control it a bit. Something that was lost between 12 October and 1st November may be found now, or something that was disrupted around that time may start moving forward again. For Aquarius, we had the Emperor and now the Hanged Man. This week you'll feel the need to take a step back or to let go of something or someone who's trying to restrict you. The Emperor you got last week is someone who wants things on their own terms. They love order and control, and the situation may have become a little too structured, too rigid for you, and this week you may feel the need to sacrifice something in order to experience more freedom or to gain a better perspective, and you will gain a better understanding of things this week. The Hanged Man is a water card, so your intuition will be strong and you will be able to think outside the box, and this new perspective will let you know the best way to solve a problem. If you want to know how something will progress, a personal or professional situation, it appears there will be a delay or things will move in a way that's slower than you'd like, and perhaps something will have to be sacrificed in order for things to start moving again. If you're wondering how someone feels about you, there must have been a shift in their feelings, a change, as if something has turned upside down, meaning that if this person wasn't interested in you before, now they will show you more interest, or the opposite. The message here is that you cannot force anything. If you attempt to push things, you will meet great resistance. Also, you may have to reverse your way of seeing a situation, meaning there might be aspects of it that you are not able or you refuse to see. The Hanged Man is the card of Neptune, and Neptune will grant you great creativity, intuition. You will do extremely well in artistic projects or things that require imagination. However, Neptune is also the planet of illusion, so if you feel that someone's not being honest with you, you're probably right. The Hanged Man often describes someone who spins stories or they tell lies in order to get what they want. It's best that you don't get involved with that person, personally or professionally, and give it some time for things to become more clear. We had a very powerful new moon in your sign a couple of weeks ago. You can check out how to tune into its energy on the link I give above. For Pisces, we had the Four of Swords, and this week is the Four of Pentacles. You got another 4 this week, Pisces. Last week it was the Four of Swords, and that means you must have found some peace last week, some rest. And the Four of Pentacles this week means that you are probably still recovering and healing from something that was disruptive and draining, and you are drawing your energy in, which is good. Don't forget that force indicates stability and you're finding your balance again. You'll probably feel the need to cling to something or someone in order to feel secure, and that's okay as long as you're not getting too obsessed or too possessive. If you're wondering how something will progress, developments will be slow, as force in general are slow cards, and this one is an earth card too, which means even slower. Try not to get impatient and try not to force things to happen, because there might be a tendency to do that. That's a good time to try and build a strong foundation of your wealth, security, or physical being. Under this energy, you will receive good news about work, money, or investments, or you may decide to buy property. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they don't feel like sharing their feelings, they are holding back, but at the same time, they don't want to lose a connection to you. That means if you take distance from them, you will see they will be trying to approach you, or they will change their behavior in order to get your attention again. There's some sort of dependency or codependency going on, and you may have to decide if that's a healthy situation for you or not. See if something has started between 10 and 19 January, because this week probably a stage will be completed and you may get something for your efforts, like a reward, a gift, or recognition, or you may learn a secret about something that happened around that time, and that secret was kept from you. This week you better stay reserved in general. Try not to take risks and try not to share too much. Guarding your heart or your money will provide stability and will reveal more later. So these were the weekly tarot hopes for the week of February 14th to February 20th. I hope you enjoyed them, and I will see you next week.